Thursday, September 4th, 2025. The morning started with G stepping up in a new way. He made breakfast, scrambled eggs and sausage. The same staples, but cooked by his hands. It was nice, and we talked about how helpful it would be if he took over that role more often, freeing me up to get E ready in the mornings. A small shift, but meaningful, teaching him responsibility and giving him a sense of contribution to the flow of the household. I brought G to school. Thankfully, Tiffany wasn't there, so there's no opportunity for her to cause confrontation. Instead, Rachel, Tiffany's quote, friend, was there. She's the one that took the photo yesterday. She was standing off in the distance. I asked her how she knew Tiffany. She said gymnastics. I asked a couple years ago. She said yep. That was it. One word answers, keeping 20 feet between us, clearly not interested in engaging. At the time, I couldn't place her, but later in the day, it clicked. We actually got along fine at gymnastics. I even found an old message from her asking me to bring the boys to a park on a play date with her kids. What's changed? What has Tiffany said about me that leaves someone so cold and distant now? That's the mark of wickedness. Someone who cloaks themselves in deception, who carries believable victimhood like a weapon, coy in their delivery, careful in their lies. Tiffany has always carried those traits. She knows how to tell just enough something that seems like truth, how to bend stories to cast herself as the wounded one, while the poison drips into the minds of others. It makes me think back to the years of isolation, cut off from family, friends, coworkers, even the kids' parents, because that's what women do, not the dads, according to her. By the time I crossed paths with Rachel, I was 8 years deep into that isolation. She was one of the few people, I reached toward in an attempt to make connections outside Tiffany's sphere of control. I never followed through on that play date, and now I wish I had. Looking at the timing, it was only months before everything with Tiffany reached its peak. I was already living through hell on earth with her. I don't even know how often she and Rachel saw each other. I was the one taking the kids to gymnastics. I do remember Tiffany once saying, I met your friend Rachel. Yeah, I told her about you. I asked, what does that mean? She smirked, said nothing. That was her way, years of taunting me with half truths and veiled threats. Another one she'd thrown out was, think bigger. Wait and see, you'll find out. Those phrases still echo in my memory. Who knows what stories, what bigger falsehoods she spun to the world. Pickup in the afternoon was calm. The office staff was pleasant, thankfully not poisoned by her yet. We came home, had dinner, and settled into the evening. F fell asleep at 6 p.m., highly unusual, except that the same thing happened last Thursday, following Tiffany's Wednesday with him, before school started, so he was home. That's twice now, both after Tiffany's time with him, 2 days in a row of exhaustion, of disrupted sleep routines. Who knows what game she's playing with their rest. The evening finished with G and E and me on the church call. We shared dessert afterward, a sweet little ending to a long day. Then it was bedtime for all of us.